What's going on, everybody? It's Crypto Vision here, back again with another crypto market update. Today is September 2nd, and we're going to be looking at XLM. If you like today's video, please drop a like, hit that sub button, and leave a comment where you're tuning in from. So if we got XLM here on the weekly chart, yeah, we got a nice little move, right? Got a nice little move. We are above the 20 on the EMA. The 20 is at 35.3. So yeah, so it looks good. We're back above this weekly 0.5, so that's good, right? It's not enough to signal that we're moving up higher. Okay, on the weekly RSI, we are bouncing off this 51.96, right? So if we stay above this 51.96, we're bullish. So that's good. That's good. In terms of XLM on the daily, right? Ooh, let me clear this up. So if you were here yesterday, right, we have our levels, right? Let me get rid of this real quick and I can bring it back up. So we had our levels, we dropped down to this 0.5 on the weekly, right? So this is zoomed in, bounced off, found support, drew on liquidity, right? We closed below, so we were thinking lower, and then we came right back up. We are right below this 100-day EMA, so you know it's looking doesn't look like it has enough strength to get us out of here. If we were thinking, you know, what is the next, where do we need to go to get to make sure that, hey, we are moving up higher, it would be this 40 cent range. I had it marked earlier, about last week, but I took it off once we moved down. I just needed to see how low we went, right, based on that move. So based on this move, this A right here, so this A, B, C down. So we can look, we can see this 40 cent mark, this 40.4 cent mark as an area of interest. So we can mark that. So we get above that, let's start thinking bullish, right? Let's start thinking bullish. We can come right here, right? Something like that, right? So we have some areas, right? We have some areas that we can move to. Overall, right? We're still below the 618. That's the next target. Close above 37.2 cents. And so then we can really start thinking, you know, are we actually going to move up, or is this just a fake out? We are still below the 100 also on the daily, and so you know, we had that 20 cross below the 50. So now we can get, you know, if we're lucky, we can get something like this, right? Depending on the market makers, if they're ready to move it, because it's not narrative, it's not news, it's liquidity. We do have a green dot down here on the daily, so we were pretty low right here on just the Fu Manchu. This is the lowest we've been since June 23rd, right? And we kind of just went sideways, right? We went up, we came back down, drizzled down, went up. So, you know, I don't believe this is the pump that's going to get us out of here quite yet. Until we cross that level, then I'm like, okay, then I'll start taking it serious. Right, because we're still below the moving average on the RSI. We're still in the zone between the red and the yellow zone, so we're in the cautious zone versus the full retracement zone. So we're staying right. I mean, you can come up and then reject something like this. You can come up, reject this, and come down. You can come up and reject the actual moving average and come down. Right, you could do that. You could do either of those. Right, so we're not out of the woods yet. We're not out of the woods. Definitely not. It's nice to see green for sure, but it's just not. It's not. We're not ready to move down, or we're not ready to move up yet. I don't think so. Not quite yet. In terms of the 4-hour chart, oh, look at this, right? So we were thinking, hey, maybe we come down and oscillate down, but we broke out, right? We were going to make a decision. We broke out. Do we come back and back test this 34 cent mark? Right, get a higher low and then rip. So I do like that we're sitting right on the 20, which is nice. The 20 is at 36.02. We are at 36.04. Okay, so that's a good area to sit on. We are cool. Pardon me. We do have a green dot on the Fu Manchu, right? We see. I don't know if you can see, but there actually is some momentum right there. I don't know. So if I can see it, I know you can see it because I'm blind as a bat, right? So when we get some momentum to the upside of the Fu Manchu because this is a 0. This is essentially the MACD, right? So we're getting upside. We're getting upside. We got upside and we actually got a movement up, right? Upside, where were we? Upside, movement up, right? Actually had movement up. It wasn't continued movement, but it was still movement to the upside, right? Upside, movement up, movement up. All right, same thing with this, right? This is what started it. What started, let's look before this large move. What happened over here, right? We kind of pumped up a little bit and then came down, pumped up higher, came down, and then pumped up. So yeah, so I'm thinking, you know, for the Fu Manchu, it'd be nice to, you know, come up, come down, come up, come down, and then go up, something like that. So we'll see. We'll look at stablecoin dominance after this video. I'll post it with Bitcoin dominance. So we are kind of curling back down. We are above the moving average, but we're still below the 51.96. Yeah. So XLM, you know, we have these areas, right? We have this 35.4 level, right? If we stay above this, the next target is this 40 cent level. This is more like your gatekeeper, you know, I would say, yeah, gatekeeper, right? Just to move higher. Just to move higher, right? We got to get above that, and then we can start thinking about bigger, better targets, right? Bigger, better targets, okay? I think, but here's the thing: if we get above 40, I believe that this is the low. If we get above 40, then 34, whatever we down here was the low. 34.5 was the low. So get above 40, 34.5 was the low. So that's good, okay? In terms of the 2 hour, let's just look at this real quick. Right, we had an idea maybe we'd come down, bounce, bounce, then go, but we kind of just went. We kind of just moved up. This looks good, right? We're just kind of just going sideways now. We're not angling up, so I can get rid of this. It's not like stablecoin dominance where you're just trickling up like this. Right, because that's kind of bearish. When you're just slowly going up like that, that's kind of bearish. You're just waiting to get slammed down. Now we're just going sideways, right? We're coming up, coming down, coming up, coming down, coming up, coming down. Let's just keep doing this for a little bit. Let's do this for like today. Let's just do this for the rest of the day. Stay above the 50. Where's the 50 at? It's at 36.1. Let's just stay above the 50. Worst case scenario, stay above the 20 on the 2 hour chart. All right, give us some momentum. Some momentum. See, look at this. Look at this R size mimicking price action. Kind of just going sideways, right? You go down, you go up. You go down, you go up. Do we have any bullish divergence? We have a 54.77, 54.16. Okay. Do we have a higher price? So we have a 36.1 and wait, 36.1. Okay. 36.13, 36.15. Yeah, some bullish divergence. Did it just cancel out? 36. We need to get above 36.1 in the next 19 minutes. So 36.1 in the 19 minutes, right? So we did get some movement up here, right? Fu Manchu kind of looks like it wants to bounce off this 51 or the moving average. So we'll see. We'll see moving forward. In terms of stablecoin dominance, right? Stablecoin dominance, it's kind of where our bread and butter's at, where we want to see, you know, price action. And so, you know, we kind of fell down below this level, fell down below this channel, and I marked out this area just not only because of this right here, right? Last time we kind of rejected, right? That was a big area for us, but also if you come through, we bounced, right? We bounced for the, I'm pretty sure this is the May, yeah, the May rise, right? We came down and bounced off that area. Through here, right, through January, we came up and then bounced off this area, right, bounce, 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 and then there's another area as well, I think over here, all the way to earlier the year, same thing, right, we got down below, kind of sat on it, got it back above it, and then we were bullish, right, closed below it, kind of just going sideways and down, bearish, right, so you can see, right, this is an area that we want to stay below, get below, stay below, right? Get below and stay below, okay? So we are, right now, we're sitting at 638. We need to get down to 637, get below 637. So, you know, market makers are toying with us for sure. They understand what this indicates, what this means to the altcoin investor. And so, you know, with that, right, Bitcoin is running, but so is our, you know, our Bitcoin dominance thesis, right? A Bitcoin dominance thesis is still that you come up, you close down below, you come up and reject this area, right? It's still Tuesday, so I'd like to come up and actually reject off of this right here, reject off the 20 and come down. All it would show is a wick. It'd show a wick up to here, and then it'd be like this essentially, right? You come up and then you slam back down. So that's where we're waiting on that. The Fu Manchu for the daily for Bitcoin dominance has been green for a while with no actual movement. So we can expect a red dot soon, because you got the stochastic, right? Its green dot was right here, and kind of just been going sideways and moving up slowly, right? But the stochastic's almost at the top with no movement, with no momentum. So that's going to come down shortly. The thing with stablecoin dominance is, right, we do have a red dot. We broke down below this RSI level. So now the next target, right, close below this area right there. We need to close below this RSI and then the 54.62. Okay? This moving average RSI, we need to close below both of those. So overall, I mean, it looks, it's hard to gauge right now what if we're setting up to go higher, if we're setting this up, if we're setting that until we get closure below this area, then I'm like, this could just be, you know, you come down, you come up, come down, right? Something like that. You could do something like that. You could do something where, you know, you're just coming down, come up, come down, come up, something like that, and then come down. Right? You can come straight up. You could do this, right? You could just bounce straight up, close below, up, something like that. And my drawings are bad. Something like that. Get a slightly higher high with some bearish divergence, and then you come down. Right? There's so many options that could happen with this right here. But we're right at 637. We're right at there for us to think extremely bullish, right? Because this just unlocks, okay, we have the potential. This is the potential. Right? There's just so many hula hoops that market makers get us to go through, right? So this is the potential. We close down below this, then we're targeting this. Because we close down below 617. That is actually the 886 of this move. Right, of this actual move. No, it's not. I'm tripping. I think those on the weekly. No, it's right here on this move. Right, on this move, it's at 617. It's just, I put it right above so you could read it. So, and it's just areas where we found support, right? Support, support, support. So we definitely want to close below that. Okay, so that's what I got for you today on XLM. A little bit of a shorter video. So yeah, markets look poised to kind of start the momentum to move up. Is this the actual rally to move up? I don't know. We got some big wicks to the upside. I would say, as of right now, no. Don't get your hopes up. Right? Not a financial advisor, not financial advice, but I like my, you know, like our thesis. My thesis here at the channel is, you know, building our low. Right? It's not just we're just a bottoming process. Right? This does look nice. This looks like it kind of wants to do this. It does look like it wants to kind of come down and then go up. Right? That's kind of what you're looking for on the daily, right? Something like this, right? Came up, came down, came up, and you just kind of do this. Right? Kind of do that. So, you know, we could be trying to build something like this, even a bigger. That's what you like to see, like a little setup, right? It's just like ramping up momentum. So we could be getting ready to do that, right? Come up just a little bit, come down, and then go. So let's see the last one as well. Same thing, same concept, right? Kind of came down and then went, came down and then went. But the overall, right, just go. But this whole thing kind of looks like you just kind of came down and then went. So yeah, that's what we're thinking about for XLM. You know, the levels, You know, if you're new to the channel, I appreciate you stopping by. This is what we do. We have out mapped levels if we're above, right? So now we're above the 0.5. Now we target 40 cents. If we can't get to 40 cents, then we look lower back down to the 0.5, down to the 618. Okay? So if you like today's video, please drop a like. Hit that sub button if you appreciate this and you want to tune back in and stay notified. And leave a comment if you enjoyed the video and where you're tuning in from. I appreciate your time. Thank you for stopping by. Peace.